Well, welcome to the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce's CEO Insights video series. My name is Catherine Harrington. I'm president and CEO of the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce, and we couldn't get our technology working today, so we are physically visiting but social distancing, making sure we're keeping our space between us with Richard Hurd, who is president of Hurd Realty. So he's going to tell us what they're up to and all the exciting projects they're involved in. Thank you. Well, this is great. Here we are. We figured it out. Forget the technology for a little bit. We have the iPhone set up on a ladder, and some staplers are holding the iPhone, so I think we're good. I'm way more than 6 feet away, but we are here today with Richard Hurd, who is president of Hurd Real Estate, and thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you, Catherine.
Here we are, May 1st. It's May Day, and really appreciate your time and had some questions. You guys are doing a lot of things, really involved in the community. You know, I want to mention that Hurd Real Estate, you are an outstanding real estate investment development firm. You're based here in West Des Moines. Thank you for being one of our key West Des Moines businesses. You own and manage a portfolio of over 130 income producing properties in the U.S. and I think kind of all over. Is that right?
12 states.
12 states. Okay. So you're obviously extremely busy.
Well, some days it feels that way.
So tell us, how did you get involved in the business, this commercial real estate business?
Well, it was kind of an evolution, but I started in residential real estate when I was quite young, and on the advice of my father, and who suggested that I give residential real estate remodeling and a try, which is today, you know, there's plenty of TV shows, and being a house flipper is kind of a career. Well, back then it was really not considered a legitimate career path, but that's basically what I did, and we'd buy old houses and fix them up. And then from there it became duplexes, and then apartments, and then, you know, small office buildings and shopping centers, and it was kind of an evolutionary process of stair-stepping from one type of property to the next. And I bought my first property in 1973, so a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And was it your first commercial property or residential?
No, that was an old beat-up house.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's inspiration for others that are thinking about getting into business, and I mean, now might be an interesting time to try to get into that business.
Yeah, I think anyone looking to enter the business, usually in times of economic turbulence, is when there's opportunities. So it's probably more opportune today than it was a month and a half ago for somebody looking for a bargain. But the business has been good to me. It fits me, and I think everyone needs to find something that they enjoy doing, and then going to work doesn't feel like going to work every day.
Yeah, you've got a passion for it.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's neat to see that you have your family involved in the business. I mean, that is amazing. You've got Richie, Daniel, and Kristen, so
Correct.
You're lucky to work alongside your family.
Yes, yeah, I have all three of our children are involved in the business with me, and that was another piece of it that was never envisioned or even, you know, planned for way back in the beginning. It kind of evolved over time, and as we had kids and they got older, they seemed to have I don't know if it was just innate, or maybe it got pounded into them with all those trips and looking at real estate over their whole lifespan. And so now they all seem to, you know, have a desire and drive for the business.
So you've obviously been really successful. Let's say somebody is thinking about getting into the business, wanting to grow and be as successful as you are. What do you think are some of the keys to your success?
Oh, gee, I think everybody that does anything at some level, that has any level of success, can attribute it to a few factors. You know, a lot of it has to do with the people that you meet along the way that help you. I mean, I've had lots of people help me, from the beginning till today, still helping me. I think, hard work, there's no substitute for that. And, luck plays into it. Timing matters, especially in our industry. So if you're at the right place at the right time, and you're able to take advantage of an opportunity, it makes a difference. So I think if you add those three ingredients together, you're probably going to have some level of success. So if you work hard, you have people that help you along the way, and a certain element of luck enters into it, you'll probably do fine.
That's great advice. Really great advice. So here we are. It's May 1. Times have changed. Like 6 weeks ago, the world
Correct.
looked like a very different place, and nobody really saw this coming.
Right.
Which is kind of crazy. So how has COVID-19 changed your business and your industry at large?
Oh, it's dramatic. I mean, the whole shutdown basically what happened was the government shut down a whole segment of the economy. Shut down basically all retail other than three components, and that's grocery, fuel, and pharmacy. Some other essential services, maybe auto repair and things like that, but by and large, retail has been shut down. And that's a very dramatic thing for the economy to try to absorb. And I've been through a number of downturns and recessions throughout my career, but none quite as dramatic as this, because this was so instantaneous and so all-encompassing. In the past, we didn't have every restaurant that we owned closed. We didn't have every retailer that we owned closed. You can drive out to Jordan Creek Mall and look at everything we own out there. They're all closed. I don't care. Pick Nordstrom Rack, Dick's Sporting Goods, REI, Container Store.
Yeah.
Just go down the list. No one's open for business. So it's that's a very dramatic shock to the system, and quite frankly, I'm not sure that we will return to the same level that we were prior to this at all. It may not ever return to that level, because people when this type of thing happens, change their habits, and people are buying things in different ways. Online was strong before. I think a lot of people gravitated to that since they couldn't go buy things in the store. So people may not return to the stores for some of the things that they buy all the time. I think stores will still have a place. There'll still be a need for them, but I think that the complexion of the retail storefront and interior of the store will change going forward.
And have you thought about what some of those changes might be, maybe?
Well, they're definitely going to be more interactive. Every retailer's got to have a multi-channel presence. They probably will have less floor space. They may have only the most popular items and the most popular colors. And then if you want a unusual size or color, you're going to have to order it, and they'll deliver it to your home or pick up. And we're seeing more and more curbside, whether it be in retail or in restaurants, throughout this whole crisis, and that'll probably persist. That'll probably continue to grow.
Well, I've heard some people say they don't mind the curbside VIP service, where they sit in their car and somebody runs out, and with every crisis there's an advantage and there's a disadvantage to those crises. And I know consumers have talked about they kind of don't mind that VIP quick service, ordering online, picking it up. So it's interesting. And there's also a lot of retailers before this were doing a lot of experiential in their different retail establishments, putting bars in the middle, trying to draw traffic in. Do you see people still gravitating toward that into the retail setting, kind of an experience, or may they shift that a little bit?
Well, experiential was the buzzword before COVID. So everybody was looking for a way to make going to a store or a mall an experience. Now that's shifted, obviously, because people are concerned about the COVID virus, and so it's unknown whether it will go back to that being a real popular and sought after component. The one thing I think is that's unknown. I think the one thing that is known is that people will want to continue with the services they're getting today, and probably delivery will continue to thrive, and online purchases, whether they're delivered, picked up at the store, or curbside, I think those three components will probably continue to grow for sure.
Yeah. Well, let's pivot a little bit. Pivot seems to be the word of 2020.
Okay.
Want to ask you about the beautiful project that you're working on, the Jamie Hurd Amphitheater in West Des Moines. It's all abuzz. I went by it just the other day. Looks like you're making great progress. Kind of fill us in on that beautiful project.
Well, it's a partnership with the city of West Des Moines, and Microsoft contributed to this project as well. And it will be a public amphitheater on the community campus of the city of West Des Moines offices, and we're just really excited about it. It should open, weather permitting, late summer this year, and it will offer, just a venue for lots of different performances, from school kids, preschool, adult. There'll be concerts, there'll be performances. There's plans for grade school and junior high type performances at that venue. So it's going to be a real nice community enhancement, we feel, and we're just really proud to be involved and be a part of it. So
it is going to be stunning. In West Des Moines, we have such beautiful amenities, outdoor amenities and trails, and it's just a wonderful asset, and we're so happy that that's getting built. So thank you for all of your community support on that, you and your family. So a fun question: after we're able to get together with friends and family closer, what are you most excited about after things start to open up and we're able to get back together with crowds and out and about?
I, like a lot of people, I think, just crave getting back to what we would consider, a normal spring and summer, and that includes, the farmers market downtown Des Moines, farmers market downtown Valley Junction, the state fair. Hopefully they're still on. Just doing the things that we typically do in the spring and summer in Iowa that have all been on hold or canceled. To me, I'll just feel good when we're able to go out back to doing what we expect to be able to do during that time period, and I hope that it comes soon.
Yeah, same. Well, we hope to visit all the stores that you're part of, and help to build those businesses back up again. So, well, thank you for being such a highly valued West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce member and community champion. We just really appreciate it, and we appreciate your time today. So.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Thanks for your service, too.
Thank you, Richard.
Bye now.
Yeah. This is great. Ladder and the cell phone is perfect.
A cell phone and two staplers.
It works. Thank you.